This commitment to inclusivity is not only essential for narrowing disparities in education, but also for unlocking the potential of every child. Bridging the digital divide also calls for empowering our educators with the skills and the confidence to use digital technologies effectively. Professional development programs must be designed to equip teachers with the knowledge and practical skills needed to navigate the digital landscape. But this goes beyond training. It means actively involving educators in decision-making processes, giving them ownership in shaping digital learning strategies, and fostering a culture of accountability and responsibility. In primary schools, you are getting about 1,500 shillings capitation per student, and now in JSS, you will be getting 15,000 shillings per student per year.
With your support and leadership, we are making critical progress in ensuring that the more than 16,000 classrooms that we require for our children to transition to grade 9 are being done with a lot of efficiency. We have been visiting a number of our schools. I visited quite a number of schools yesterday, both here in Mombasa and Kilifi. And one of the schools which we are building 6 classrooms, the classrooms are ready for usage in January. So once again, thank you very much. I would only want to mention, just like when we wrote a circular on the utilization of capitation of junior school, that we shall be asking and requesting you to put aside the resources that are meant for maintenance and improvement so that we can be able to acquire desks to ensure that the classrooms will be useful as we go into January. We shall continue to work with yourself as we engage with our development partners, that we ensure that there is smooth and seamless transitioning and stability of our children. Come next year, we shall be working with yourself again to ensure that we have integrated labs so that we can be able to firm up the foundation of the competence-based education. We shall make sure, just like in last term, in this particular term, that capitation was delivered before you open schools. Going forward, notwithstanding the fiscal space that we have found ourselves in as a country, we want to commit ourselves that we shall do all that it takes to ensure that the first charge of our resources go to our children through capitation.
Grade 9 classrooms are in the process of getting constructed. Some are already complete, others are in different stages of construction, and we trust and believe by the end of this year, we shall all have enough space to accommodate our grade 9 learners. The budget which is set aside for construction of classrooms should be reviewed upward, because we believe and because we have been on the ground. The 1 million which is being set aside for a classroom is very strenuous to achieve. So there has been a cap on promotion of head teachers in primary, that they cannot pass D1. You cannot pass D1. Now that they have proved their worth, they can run the junior school very effectively. Can that be lifted so that we give room for the head teachers to progress? And there's been a challenge in feeding the low-cost boarding schools in ASAL areas. If that one can be fast-tracked, the funding of the feeding of low-cost boarding schools in ASAL areas, it will go a long way in ensuring those learners who are in those hardship areas are kept in school. We are going to have some 20,000 more teachers. We are only wishing the government well to be be able to spare some funding to have extra teachers, so that as we get to grade 9, we are not talking about staffing in the classes. We are also requesting for fast tracking of deployment for those teachers who are in primary schools and they are able to teach in junior school, for them to be deployed. And we are also saying there are those teachers who are in senior school who will not be very much engaged. They should be as well be deployed to the junior school, so that we manage the shortage of teachers.